Do you own a permanent lighting company? Are you looking to scale up your business in the next 90 days? In this video, I'm going to break down how we helped our permanent lighting client add $42,000 in sales in only 30 days during the month of July. We're going to be breaking down the top 5 things that this client did to get this result so that hopefully you can get similar results in your campaigns as well. What's going on, you guys? This is Matt Thibeau here with Savant Marketing Agency. And in this video, we're going to be doing a case study breakdown of how we helped our permanent lighting client add $42,000 during the month of July alone. And I'm really excited about this. I think that a lot of permanent lighting installers have some limiting beliefs, thinking that most of the sales are going to come from Christmas, that doing marketing in July or August is essentially not worth the time. But I'm here to dispel those beliefs and show you that it's very much a reality, and this client has done the impossible, so to speak. So let's jump right into things here. I'm excited to share this case study with you. So first things first, let's talk a little bit about the results, like I said. So this client did $42,000 in sales in the month of July. And with that result, he got about 65 lead forms, not including phone calls. At the end of this video, I'm going to break down all of the results in specifics. I'll show you some screenshots and we can go over some of that together. But right now, let's just dive into step by step exactly what we did to help this client get that result. Number one is the offer for this campaign. The offer is very important that we come up with first so that we know that we're attracting the right type of people into the business. We're standing out from the crowd. So the first thing that we did is we focused specifically in permanent lighting. That is exclusively what this client does. So he doesn't do the traditional holiday lighting, just the permanent lighting. And I personally would prefer to do marketing for a permanent lighting contractor because it's higher ticket. So it is going to be easier to pull out bigger numbers like that. Whereas with the traditional lights, it is a lower ticket item. So we focus specifically on the permanent lighting. And then the offer that we came up with, we had 3 offers. And the first one is going to be a free design consultation. We will typically put $197 value on these consultations. And essentially, the client will sit down and meet with their prospect and use an app called Jolly Lights. And basically, this app will allow you to take a picture of their home and then mock up what the lights would look like on their home so they can get an idea of what it all looks like. And this offer is really powerful from a marketing perspective, but also a sales perspective, because it is going to attract a higher quality type of lead into your business. Because someone who's looking for a design consultation is probably fairly serious and is looking for what it would look like on their home. The design consultation works absolutely great in this scenario. And I highly recommend that you use a free design consultation in your estimating or sales process if you aren't already. The second offer that we ran for this client as well is a same-day estimate. So you can do a same-day estimate and essentially fuse the free design consultation and that same-day estimate together. So when you speak with the client real quick over the phone, you can schedule in the estimate. And then when you meet with them, you can give the numbers to them right then and there on the spot. And we'll talk a little bit about, at the end of this video, the sales strategy that this particular client did, because that is very, very important. So make sure you stick around to the end because I'm going to break that down as well and how that ties in with the same day estimate and all that. The third offer that we did is an extended warranty offer. So the lights do come with a warranty. And so in this case, we did offer an extended warranty on the actual lights themselves. What this is going to do is just make people feel a little bit more comfortable investing in this particular service so that they are willing to spend a little bit more money to get the really good warranty. And so in this case, we're offering a 10-year extended warranty on the lights themselves. So that's the first step here in this campaign, getting all of the foundational offers and the positioning right for this campaign. The second thing that we did is we started creating the ad creatives. If you don't know what the word creative means in advertising, it just means the pictures or the video or the visual element that we're using in the ads themselves. And so basically what we chose to use for these ads are going to be pictures and videos. And essentially on the video side, we were targeting specifically the Reels section in Facebook. So when people are scrolling through those videos on their phone, that's called the Reels section. And that's where we're finding the most amount of value in terms of cost per lead and results on Facebook right now. So if you're doing video ads, the Reels section is where you definitely want to be marketing your videos. And these videos that we did were essentially our client just holding the phone in vertical mode and filming themselves and just talking a little bit about their service. And then we edited the installations and before and after pictures and such in the background of the video so that the prospects can actually see who the client is, learn a little bit more about their company, but then in the background also see all the great quality installations that they've done as well. And so those videos worked really well. But actually what worked better is just a standalone image that we put into Canva. And we essentially took pictures of before and after pictures and just after installation shots. And then we would just edit text overlays on those images. So saying like, hey, are you looking to transform your home, etc. So we would just put like a one-liner overlay on those images, and those worked the best actually. So those were coming in at quite low cost per lead, under $20. So those are by far the best performing. So it'll be interesting to see as we go into the holidays, if the videos start to perform better or if the images continue to do better. The third thing that we did is that we obviously use Facebook advertising. So that is the platform that we use is Meta, predominantly Facebook over Instagram. I personally find that Facebook is going to target a older audience. And so in this case, that's exactly who we want to target. We spent about $50 a day. So that comes out to $1,500 per month. As the holidays get closer, we might increase that budget a little bit, but that's the starting budget that we set, $50 a day. I personally wouldn't recommend to do anything less on Facebook ads if you're serious about getting really good results. So this campaign, we're starting at $50 a day. The targeting that we're doing right now is fairly broad. So we have broad targeting, which we're targeting ages 30 to 65 in his local area, his service area. And then we have another campaign going that's going to be broad targeting, but with an interest on top of it. And we're just doing an interest in home renovations. And right now they're pretty evenly matched. So we're going to continue to run both, and then we'll see if maybe over time one starts to do better than the other, and then we would allocate more budget to the winner. So that's mostly what we're doing there on the Facebook side of things. All of the ads, we are not running them to a website or anything like that. We are doing lead forms. So the Facebook ads, when someone pops open the ad, it's going to be a form directly on Facebook. So I would recommend to do lead forms. It's a good mix between messaging ads and then also running it to your website. So lead forms is the primary objective that we're optimizing for in this campaign. All right, and then the fourth step that we did within this campaign is we set our client up with Go High Level. If you don't know what Go High Level is, it's a simple CRM that we provide all of our clients included in our marketing services. The reason for that is that there's no point in generating a ton of leads if you're not able to stay on top of them and, talk to them quickly and keep track of them all. So our client has access to a Go High Level account where all of the leads that we generate for him go directly into there. And then everything is organized by different pipelines. So when a lead comes in, it goes into the quote requested column. And then when he speaks to them, he'll drag them into like appointment set, et cetera. That was really helpful for this client so far because we also inputted some automations for him. So every time a lead comes in, they receive an automatic text and email that just says like, hey, we got your request for a quote. I'm going to give you a call in just a minute here, but can you just give me some more information about your project? This is definitely going to help with speed to lead because a lot of contractors are just not fast enough to setting the appointment. So if you don't have an admin person or an appointment setter or salesperson who can help you with that, then the automations are the next best thing. And that's what we set up for this client. So people are getting texting and emailing automations, and that definitely helps with speed to lead and getting people on the phone, which is super important when it comes to Facebook. You need to go fairly quickly. You can't just let these leads sit as if it's like a referral lead. You need to be very quick on them. So that's what we did with High Level there. And then number 5, which is what I really want to get into here, which is where a lot of the magic happened for this client, and going into the holidays, I'm excited to see what happens, is the pitch. A lot of guys will have all of the marketing in place. Maybe they'll hire a company like us and, get a bunch of leads, but then their pitch isn't attractive enough, especially in July where, there's not a whole lot of actual incentive to move forward. So even if you do get a lead, a lot of permanent lighting contractors probably won't be able to actually get people to move forward right away because their pitch sucks, basically. And so this client, I was on the phone with him and I was asking him, like, can I share this pitch on our YouTube channel for the case study here? He was like, yeah, okay, you can. But it was kind of like something that he developed over a couple seasons to be able to do it properly. So I'm going to give you the pitch here that basically he did to be able to get a lot of conversions. His close rate was coming in at just over 50%, which is pretty amazing. So I'll break down all the numbers and such, but basically here's the pitch that he did when all the leads would come in. He would book them in for this design consultation. So essentially what he said is, listen, I'm doing 3 bulk orders of these lights. And once those bulk orders are done, we are no longer going to be ordering anymore. So because it's early right now, I'm doing this bulk order and I'm basically filling in the seats of who wants to get this done this year. And so because it's a bulk order, the more people that we get on board for this, the greater the discount that I can apply for your account. And so essentially he's using a bulk discount offer to be able to incentivize people to move quickly, essentially like an early bird discount. And so it works really well because it's super believable that, a reason to basically say, hey, I'm ordering a bunch of lights and the more I order, the better the price I get, because it is reality for him. So people will believe that discount. And so that adds a layer of scarcity essentially to it, right? An urgency earlier on in the season. But then on top of that, after he does the free design consultation with them, he says, also, just to get as many people on board and so I can actually make the orders, I'm offering a same day discount as well on top of the bulk order discount of 10%. So if you move forward today, I'm going to apply an additional 10% to the bulk discount that you get as well. So not only is he using the bulk order kind of narrative to get people interested in moving forward to get that discount, but then he's also applying a same day incentive when people move forward as well on the spot for the design consultation. So this sales process is very reliant on urgency, and it's also going to be very much a price like act now type offer, right? So there's definitely a lot of incentives to move forward quickly. And so that's why this is working so well in July, is that there's a lot of early bird type offers going on here. And so super genius idea. And I hope that you can implement something like this in your business for the sales process. So I want to break down the numbers for you so you can know exactly what this client did. So basically, like I said, 42,000 closed in 30 days in July. He spent just over $1,500, $1,519. He got 65 lead forms submitted. That's just lead forms, not phone calls, because that's a little bit more difficult to track. That's coming in at about $23 per lead, which is super good. If you count phone calls and all that, it's coming in at under $20, but that, like I said, a little bit more difficult to track. So we'll do the lead forms. Of the leads that have come in, so let's say 65 there, he's booking 50% in for the in-person design consultation, which is exactly on KPI with what we recommend. And then of those design consultations, he closed 17 jobs so far. So that puts him at a little bit over a 50% close rate. And so the reason why the close rate is so high is, like I said, because of the pitch, the offers on top of that, and the incentive discount. I'm really excited for what's in store for this client, especially as we go into the holidays where there's more natural desire. But, I hope you found this video helpful to kind of dispel maybe some of your limiting beliefs of thinking that you can't do permanent lighting in some of these summer months. You absolutely can. You just need the right marketing offer and you need to have the right pitch. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe. And if you have any questions, just ask away in the comments below. I'm happy to answer any of your questions or anything like that. And as always, as we're going into the holidays here, if you want to hire our marketing company to come in and help you get a similar result as this, then my link is in the description. You can book a call with our team. I'd be happy to see how we can support you this season. All right, guys, I'll see you on my next video.